Thank you for joining. In this next lesson, we're gonna cover the position of the right hand and the technique of the right hand. So, in harmonium, a harmonium has a very rich sound. And that is on purpose. It is meant to be rich because we only have one hand to play. On a piano, we have both hands, so we can play a lot more notes. Compared to harmonium, we only have our one hand. So they on purpose made the harmonium sound very rich. That is, which I explained already, by the octaves. The octaves, the double reeds or the triple reeds, and also this lever here, which makes the octave also join, so you have always octaves. That gives a very rich sound, which is nice. But that means that we only usually play only 3 fingers, maximum 4. Definitely not more than 4. If we play 3, it already sounds quite full. If I add another note, for example this one, it's okay. It's not bad, it sounds nice, but it's already quite a lot of information, you know. Or so usually we don't play not more than 4, even mostly 3, and even 2. At many times we play just 2 notes, like a quint, like a fifth, because a fifth is very peaceful and very harmonious. So now our thumb is a very important finger, the first finger. Now we name our fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very important. And thumb we use a lot. Index finger as well as our third finger and our fourth finger. Now when playing chords we also use the pink, but when we play melodies usually we only play 1, 2, 3. Like for example, depends, also we use the fourth finger, but when playing melodies we actually never play a pink. Don't do it. So 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4, but never the pink when playing melodies. When playing chords, standard chord is played by 1, 2, 4. Now when going from the one chord to the other one, we also play 1, 2, 1, 3, 5. Like example, this one is 1, 3, 5, as you see. Yeah. Now we will learn more about chords in the next chapter. Now, for now, I limit myself to the, which fingers are mostly used, which are most common, and also how to keep the hand. So we need to, our arm and our hand should be one line. Okay, so not like this, not like this, straight, like this. Now, our fingers should be kind of a little bend in it, not straight. And not very curved like this. Okay, so little bend like this. Now, when we play black notes, we can go more like this, because our black notes are a bit further. So we can go with our finger, we can go a bit more like this. Yeah, so like this. Voila. And when we play a lot of black notes, but for example, one white in between, then these are extended like further. So they go, because they have to reach like far, but this goes back. We never put it here because there is not enough space. So we extend our fingers. So we actually point them out, and we go quite flat actually. But before I said the standard position is a bit curved, but when playing blacks it's difficult, so we have to extend. That's a kind of a different thing when playing blacks. And then if so, we play a white here, for example, this one needs to be curved quite a lot. So standard, we do it like this, but when playing blacks, we reach out more like that. And at the same time, we curve our other finger more than standard we would do normally. So that is like an exception. When playing blacks, it becomes a bit different. But we never play like blacks like this and try to play the white like this. Doesn't work, because I'm gonna also play the other white, you see? Because there is not enough space. It's not meant to play there, okay? So you always play the whites here, and the blacks, of course, play there. Huh? So that's about our fingers. Make sure there is no tension in your fingers. Don't push that hard that you get a white finger. So that's important. So it shouldn't be pressed too hard, okay? If you press too hard, I mean, if you see your finger getting white, something is wrong. I mean, there's way too much tension in your hand. It's that is not needed. So make sure you're just pressing it lightly, like this. Also, if you press too hard, you're gonna do like this, like this. You're gonna do like this. But that's wrong. It should be like this, and not like this. This is wrong. Now you see, it's getting white here, right? See? It should be like this, and not like this. So not like this, but like this. Okay? So never get that much tension, and never push that hard that you get your finger becomes white. Then it's a sign that you're pushing too hard. Okay, so one other thing that I can already explain a bit, and that is something that we will learn more in depth when playing scales. Now, that is when I play, for example, a scale, then I need to sometimes, because I have only 5 fingers, but I'm playing a scale, I'll show you. So it's your thumb, which goes underneath your hand. Yeah, so it goes like that. I will show it like this. So it goes, your fingers stay the same, but your thumb is going like that. And the moment you play your thumb, your hand is gonna move. So let's show it like this. So you play, the thumb is going there, and you play it, and the hand shifts. So that is also an important kind of technique. So I play, I want to continue playing, but I only have 5 fingers. So then you play 1, 2, 3. Then I move my, I move my thumb already, but I don't play it yet, but I just go there. And when I play it, I move my hand. Once again. So I prepare it, I prepare my thumb, so I do it like this. See, my hand stays the same, right? It's only my thumb, my first finger, which moves. Moment I play it, my hand goes. So this is something you can already try to find out a bit. So this technique, so my thumb moves, but my hand stays the same. Moment I play it, my hand moves. 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 See, that's a very important thing. I will go more in depth and more in detail when we cover the scales. But for now, this is something which you can already try to see how that works. All right, that is kind of a technique which is very common. Another thing which we will learn when we do the inverse chords, that is that sometimes we have this position, okay, and we can replace fingers. So I show that. I loosen this one, I let this go, and I play the thumb instead of the index finger, and I play now my index finger instead of the fourth finger, and then I play another note, for example. So I can do this again, like this. See? Now, I never released these keys, and that makes the sound, the sound doesn't go away. I don't leave a pause. I don't leave a break. I can just move my hand in another position without the sound dying, so the sound keeps. So I will show that. So you can change your hand in another position with other fingers to do something else, to go somewhere else. And then you just replace the fingers. So an exercise that you can do is, you have your thumb, I go to my second, I go to my third, I go to my fourth, for example. Or I go to my second, or go to the first. So I play the first, play the second, I play the fourth. So, and that note never goes up, it stays down, but my fingers change. That is something which happens a lot. It's very common. So that is something you can already get familiar with. So try to do this exercise. I play the first one, second one, fourth one, second one, first one, second one, fifth one, for example, second one, first one. This is something which you can try. We will cover this later more in depth when playing inverse chords. So please join me in the next part, where I'll be teaching you everything about chords. Thank you for joining.